Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Meanings of the Zoo. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today is Sanguine.
Good evening, all. How goes?
Oh, not too bad.
It's good
And
to hear.
I'm going to double check to make sure the audio is there, and it is. So, what
That's
you will
always
notice,
better than the alternative.
it's how it works, Rotten. It is just how it is. But yeah. So, as we were talking about it, guest last week, uh, we decided to have Sanguine, since he's playing Return to Moria, and
Yep.
I am playing Suikoden. We would just show
Bring
both.
both of them. Okay, I survived. Every time I do one of those jumps, there's that moment of butt pucker factor where you aren't sure if you're actually going to make the jump, but you've already jumped, so you're just
Pray for the
hoping that you don't fucking die.
bite your lip and give it hell.
Yep.
And since I had maxed out my money, I was building a level. I decided to play off, and then not contribute to the story, but to just build up levels for characters that I'm probably not going to be using regularly, but the story may
Force you.
force me to use them. So I'm kind of just building up character strength. And
And I
to be fair,
defend.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be going because it's been a while.
Nice. I just recently found my way to the Mithril mines. So now I'm
That's an orc.
trying to deal with finding ores I need, while also dealing with orcs that are currently out leveling my equipment by a pretty good margin. So my shields, they break way too fucking fast at the moment. That's why that goes.
So who is
And
mandatory here?
unfortunately, the way that the maps stack up in this area, it makes it so that it looks like, oh, I can take a turn and I can't take a turn here. Okay. Continue on a little bit, and it looks like I'm about to. Oh no, I still have a bit of room. So it makes it a little bit maze-like in this area.
So do you have a food and water gauge in this game?
So yes, I have a food gauge, which is the yellow bar underneath my health bar. So
Mm-hmm.
the blue bar isn't mana, the blue bar is armor. The red bar is my health. Okay,
Hey,
so
Keyword Name.
evil presence somewhere down there. The red bar is my health. The yellow bar is my food. So as I get hungry, I need to eat. You can make certain foods that you carry along with you. Those tend to heal you as well. Or when you're at your base, you can make full meals, and those do a lot more than just your travel rations.
Okay.
And I am apparently over top of where this chamber opens up. I need to find a way to get down to where I can actually find the open door, or the door that I need to open. The interesting thing is that there's several different ways that the map indicates things. So you have the big wide opening that is shown on my map around where my triangle currently is, but
Yeah.
is it up? It might be up. Let me see if I can climb up and see if there's something up there. Actually, let me go to 7. Nope, it's not going to be here at all. So, the big wide openings are one sort of path that can open up. And then there's the tiny, really narrow one down this way somewhere that can also be opened up, and they lead to different types of rooms. So the big wide one tends to be a larger area that gives you more shit. The small ones tend to be smaller areas that can still give you a hell of a lot. And I've run into small areas that give me a hell of a lot more than big areas plenty of times in this game.
Hey, Frosthead.
And hopefully no one has arachnophobia, because fuck ton of spiders in this game. I apparently do not have a way of getting anywhere from up here.
Do you have the fire one? You do have the fire one.
So that wide... Oh, whoa, that was very fucking close.
Tempted fate over there?
Oh, I almost ran off a cliff. And at the last second, I was able to jump a very small turn that allowed me to snag back onto a little outcropping.
Nice.
That saved my ass, because, yeah, I was about to just fucking plummet. That where the big opening is? Down there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about Meg. So let's go Eileen.
And unfortunately, dwarves are not good swimmers in this, it seems, because if I fall into the water beneath me, I'm fucking dead.
I'll take Pond too.
So I didn't go to let me go anywhere.
Hey there, Mr. Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot of different ways that entrances are sealed off. So it can be sealed off by main mineable stone deposits, which will be rock, adamant, granite, and then there's also compact dirt, which isn't really an ore mining area, it just means that there's something behind it. And then there's stone that you can't mine.
Okay. Fine.
So you have to find the areas where you can actually mine through. And then there's also doors. Doors are another one. Shit can be blocked off, of course. Go back this way.
Let's go Village of the Elves first. Switch that to live chat.
Oh, fun. Orcs are over there. And...
Alright, good enough. Yeah, I remember the first time, and I believe I mentioned it before, the first time I played 2, there's a section, I'd say a good halfway in the game, where you're supposed to fight one of the big bads, and it's quite possibly the hardest part of the game, really. And I struggled to get through as far as I did. And then I realized, I'm just like, maybe there's something I missed that's causing me to lose every single time I fight these guys. And so I went through and I realized that, granted, you have experience points that you get to build up your strength, but you also have to power up your weapons.
Ah.
So I had gone through this entire thing with my guys fighting at level 1.
Nice.
And every time I tried to duel this guy, he would just smoke me. And I finally got to the point I'm just like, I went in there and I went through the whole thing, powered my low weapons up as high as I can get them, and then it's like such a 180 as to how that part of the game went. It was so much easier. It's like,
yeah, it's always funny when you realize that you're leaving out something really important and you've been leaving it out since the beginning of the fucking game.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I didn't even think anything of it, because it's not like I didn't have any instruction booklet, so I didn't have anything to go with to tell me I was doing it wrong.
Metal fragments currently. But yeah, I'm at that awkward point where, in order to get the metals that I need in order to make better equipment, I need to be running around areas where the enemies require that, or the enemies could be fought with that better equipment that I don't have the materials to make.
Of course.
So now I'm running around trying to get the materials. And I'll have to come back this way to grab all the shit that I'm dropping.
There's one of the there's a couple of the action RPGs that I've played, which they're all right, but when you get to a certain radius from an enemy, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go attack this guy, and you kind of lure him away from everyone else so that you don't just go whole hog. And so it's like, okay, I'll just fight this guy until I can't, escape, heal up, get my magic back up, come back over, fight till I can't, escape, and just one step at a time.
Yep.
But yeah, that's always kind of how I played those ones instead of just... I've never really learned defense in those because it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I just had to fucking kite a Drake. Because Drakes will fuck your shit up in this game. They hit like a truck. And my armor's currently broken. And I'm running around without... Oh, shit.
Yeah, I kind of figured I had to go talk to that guy.
Fucking ward. There we go. Okay. Work the key, get those arrows. Oh. Oh shit. Not again. 4.
Oh good, everyone's healed. I thought so. Sanguine's doing Return to Moria.
Yep. And currently there's a group of orcs trying to gangbang my dwarf in a mine shaft. I'm slowly
Giggity.
whittling them down, but it's hard going because I'm currently exhausted, as it's my second day without sleeping in the game. And they just took out my last shield, so now I'm... Thank fuck.
And the
Like I
arrows.
said, I've been running around with additional equipment because my current level of equipment is not high enough in order to actually deal with the shit that I've been fighting.
Yeah. My elves are on fire.
Nice.
Yeah,
So rather than being able to carry one shield and get through the area with one shield, I'm currently carrying 3 lower level shields to try to last just long enough to reach slightly deeper in so I can grab more materials. Oh, that's just a precious gem scene. Oh, that's worthless right now. Because what I desperately need is I need I need star metal ore, and I need sun crystal. Because those are the 2 ores that I need.
Poor Savanya, who is now charred.
Okay. But yeah, currently my only advantage is that I've made one of the masterwork picks, and I've been swinging that around so I can mine fucking anything.
So, how often do you go to the movies, Sanguine?
It's been a while because there just haven't been very many movies that I've seen the previews for, and I've gone, ooh, that one looks good.
So you wouldn't go see the Minecraft movie?
It doesn't really excite me, no.
I like how, like, yeah.
That didn't. Oh shit! Nope, 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 nope. I'm getting ready to run. I'm not getting ready to fight. Oh shit! Yeah, getting ready to run. So there's
my
a
map.
shit ton of different enemies in this game. You have orcs, you have goblins. Goblins are really easy to kill. Orcs are, depending on which type of orc they are, they can be easy or difficult. So then you have bats. Bats are one hit, one kill all the time. And then you have more dangerous foes, so you have like trolls, and trolls can be various grades of trolls. So later trolls are much harder to beat than earlier trolls. Then you have ice drakes, and ice drakes are a pain in the ass. The one that I'm currently running from is I just saw a fell beast, and fell beasts are fucking terrifying. Because fell beasts are able to do more damage than an ice drake, and an ice drake is no slouch. But not only can they do more damage, they also leave behind a shadow-tainted area when they attack.
Yeah, I heard they were going to do a Nobody 2, and I'm actually kind of excited for that as well.
Okay, that somehow worked, and that was the dumbest shit ever that worked. So yeah, I saw a fell beast. I fucking legged it the moment that I saw a fell beast coming. And the thing that just somehow fucking worked, even though it really shouldn't have, was I was able to climb high enough that the only thing able to reach me were bats. So I just killed bats until it declared that I had beaten the horde.
Nice.
Despite, again, a fell beast being in the horde, and I didn't do shit with the fell beast. I hid from the fell beast. But now, I can repair all my fucking equipment. And I can get a meal that is actually a meal. And of course, there are beers that you can brew in-game as well, so you have the choice of drinking them 4 times from a single mug, or if you hold the action button, then instead of just drinking, you dance and sing.
Huh.
And that's a way of giving yourself additional bonuses. So every type of booze that you make can have additional advantages that you can impart to your character through them. But then there's also every time that you get the option of singing, singing is its own buff. So you get a morale boost from singing.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Which one?
Sinners?
Oh, I haven't seen I don't think I've even heard about it. But yeah, so many of the movies that have been coming out recently have just been not at all exciting.
I'm not shocked that Minecraft would be doing good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that it would be doing good, but I feel like Minecraft, if it was in a year where there were actually good movies, it wouldn't be doing anywhere near as well. It's just that it's benefiting from the fact that there's no competition. And because it isn't god-awful, it is comparatively much better than all the other movies currently out. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot to go drop shit off. I remembered to go eat. I didn't remember to drop off excess shit. So, first, that's my adamant pile. About deposit enough adamant to fill that out.
Got Speedy Gonzalez over here.
Kazad arrows. They go up here. But as you go through the game, you can build your bases anywhere that you want. I build them in areas that I think are either going to be important or are really defensible. Also, there's a couple that you'll find that are just previous expedition bases, and I tend to build on previous expedition bases whenever I can. That's good. Heroic token.
Deploy the troops.
Go to my bookshelves over at the West Gate. And now,
let's do this.
go.
All right, man. Have yourself a good night.
Have a good one, Mr. Yes.
Bow beats magic. Magic beats fighter.
That just reminded me for some reason that I need to make sure tonight to go through and get the last document that I need for my taxes prepped up. Well, not really a document, but just need to get a bit of math done for my taxes. Because I need to let them know how much I got from donating plasma. Quickly change this.
Shit. Oh. Oh.
Hmm?
character died.
Oh. Death, full death in the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it gives you bad endings if you don't have everyone survive.
Do you have a save recent enough to go back and prevent yourself from accidentally killing them?
Yeah, I have to lose in order to get there, but that's fine.
Okay.
Try again. Autosave. Let's just zip past this. Now see, if you had actually did what you were supposed to do and, you know, not steal 2,000 from the enemy, you'd have been fine.
How did stealing from the enemy result in their death?
Well, he was supposed to tell me what they were doing.
Ah.
Because he is the guy is a spy. So the spy is supposed to tell you what the enemy does for their next thing so that you can pick and get the best result from it.
Ah, and instead he stole cash.
Instead he stole money. It's like, I hate you so much.
And turned out their answer was that they were going to get their money back.
Yeah, burning mirror, whatever. I tell you to stop, you tell me to go fuck myself. Hey, 6.
Hey, 6, how goes?
And then they lie to you, and then fight begins. And I smoke everyone in this,
What can I get rid of? Oh, yeah, I forgot to drop off those too. I can get rid of that coin.
lightning. Oop. Earth. Earth.
So yeah, the shadow corruption that I mentioned a moment ago
Yep.
is the massive purple area is all shadow corruption. And that has much to do with that. So, in order to drive back shadow wells, which is what's causing this massive leak, I have to build Durin's lamps. And not only do I have to build Durin's lamps, I need to then go running just far enough away to sing a song in order to activate the lamp. And not get hit in the process. Which, this cave is unstable. And I forgot that this cave is unstable. And if you go too far away, then you can't sing. God damn it.
And that's why the stones are falling.
And these stones keep on fucking hitting me. So first, I need to... stone floor. Holy fucking... Why are you not building correctly?
Alright, let's try not to get anyone killed this time.
Okay. So,
So we'll start with
Instead
magic.
of doing stone floor, let me try... Damn it. Boom. 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 Okay. So that should be enough cover for me. Start singing. Right underneath my makeshift awning. So the game that I'm playing is Return to Moria. The game Johnny's playing is Suikoden 2.
1.
1?
Yeah.
Alright. Suikoden 1.
Let's make them change sides.
But, yeah. In these unstable caves, it's always a pain in the ass dealing with areas of darkness.
You thieving bitch.
Because as you're trying to mind your business, deal with the area of darkness, no, rocks just keep on falling on your fucking head. Knocking you out of your song. The good news is, I now have Star Mega.
You die, bitch. Tell me what he does. Oh, you are worthless. Commanded an army battle for the first time.
That's decent granite. And this is granite over here as well. But there's a wall. But, oh no, this is adamant. Which means that is sunstone. Yes.
And it's broken.
But yeah, sunstone is one of the ores that I really need at the moment. Because it is used to make make one of the best tiers of equipment that I have access to. And also, it's used anytime that I want to make a Durin's lamp. This path is open. And repairing statues in this game gives you access to new crafting recipes. I need to start singing. Also, the annoying thing is every time that you're singing in this game, there's a chance that you'll alert orcs into the area, and they'll start attacking you while you're just trying to fucking sing.
Alright, where is...
And just like how you can be slapped out of a song by falling rocks. Ah, shit. Another horde's coming.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea.
I need to run.
Let's check his stats real quick. Level 26.
I ran the wrong way.
Oh, you and your level 6 sword can get a little bit of a boost.
There we go. Oh, hello.
Hope you guys don't mind me delaying this war for the better part of a few minutes so that I can go home.
I went the wrong fucking way there. Turned a corner, walked off a cliff.
Lovely.
Yep. But now I need to find my way back there so I can get all the shit that I had.
I think that map is nice.
Ah, shit.
What?
That was not what I wanted. Well, I'm currently trying to get back to where my equipment is. And orc saw me. So now I'm running away from the orc.
Oh, because you took a header.
Try to get back to my equipment so that then I can get my equipment and come kill the orc. Dump all that shit off. And of course, there's boards.
I am going to see about I'm gonna try next week on Tuesday just to see how that's gonna work out.
How it feels, and if you'd like the swap.
Yeah. Because yeah, if it doesn't work out, then I can just jump right back to Thursdays, and it's not like it's ain't no big thing.
So yeah, I thought there was land on the other side of this area that I'm currently standing on. And then I ended up accidentally taking a leap of faith. There's no land there.
There was never land there.
Yep. Oh, good drop off. So I'm going to drop the bone so that I can take my journey bread. Because I need to eat. Yeah, there's just a very, very far drop on the other end of this, rather than land. So when I took that jump, it did not work out well for me.
Hold on to those toe shoes. That's gotta go to the dog.
More sunstone. So yeah, the one thing that I need to get better at doing as I'm mining in this game is there's this little diamond in a circle in the bottom corner of my screen that I need to get more used to looking at, because as you mine and as you do anything loud, that circle will start to grow or shrink or what have you, depending upon what you're doing.
The one on the left?
Circle bottom right-hand side.
Bottom right, okay.
I think it's right underneath the Minions logo on the stream. But yeah, it's a little pulsing circle that has a diamond in it, and if that grows too big and pulses too quickly, it means that a horde's coming. And the horde is, at low levels, absolutely easy to deal with. At higher levels, it gets progressively more terrifying.
Yeah, because my shift change starts Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm moving to a 9 to 5:30 shift.
So all the shift bids finally came in?
Yeah.
How much did you get fucked over in them?
Let's see. Not quite Jodie Foster. But yeah, it's pretty bad.
That sucks.
Because I was hoping for an earlier shift, at least to maintain the early shift. But because we're dealing with Central Time Zone as well, they're like, it's going to be, the only shifts that are available will be, starting at 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, okay, so we can get, we can put in for the 7 and 7:30 time shift. She goes, no, because yours are for the mountain time zone. And I go, yeah, but you said for central. She goes, yeah, for Oklahoma. And I'm like, so we get 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And she goes, yeah. Why don't we get 7, 7:30? And she goes, well, that's mainly for the Oklahoma time zone. Okay.
If I'm willing to come in early to work that shift, why can't I?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay. So I can do some more growth.
But it's based, quote unquote, on my skills at work.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who I was training with, he's like, what a way to being told you suck.
Oh yeah.
Because of the 4 shifts that he got, you're supposed to rank them.
Mm-hmm.
And most desirable to least desirable. And we both put, 1, 2, 3, 4, as our bids because we wanted the early shift. So it's like, okay, we'll see which one we get. And the more I thought about things and the more people said stuff, I was like, you were just looking to fill holes. Giggity. But I'm like, you know what? I can't say I'm shocked.
So 4 shield. But I have that level. What's the shield? Level 4 shield. Okay. Oh, so level 4 shield. Also, level 4 shield.
But yeah, no, it's lame, but it is what it is. Old book. No. I don't get Good Friday off.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Well, nope, but also, yep, because it's my normal day off, so I'm not getting it as a holiday, just a normal day off. Hey, Tyr. How it goes?
How's it going, Tyr?
Oh, by the way, Tyr, did you hear the fucked up thing from academia when it came to a paper purporting that they found out that black babies treated by white doctors had a worse long-term outcome, or had a worse survival rate for a year? It wasn't long-term, it was just a year. He was hopping on. We're currently in a VC.
And he's gonna mess up the thing.
Let's see how much he messes up the thing.
Which I don't think he should, because I'm only displaying your display, so you should be able to jump in okay.
Okay.
If you can find us.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it in the different display where everyone's on the bottom, rather than.
What goes? Sorry.
Hey, how's it going?
So.
It goes good. I'm sorry about this. I can hop off.
Oh no!
Oh no. We were just giving you shit. So.
I was concerned with the layout before more than anything, but it's not going to affect the layout, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
You remember the study that came out during the Floyd riots that said that black infants were more likely to die within the...
I heard about it, but I don't remember much about it, to be honest with you.
So, University of Minnesota said that they looked at over, I think it was like 200,000 medical results from the state of Florida.
Okay.
And they came to the conclusion that it showed that if a black mother had a white doctor, then it showed increased chance of infant mortality within the first, I want to say, year. This was widely reported on, and it was functionally, white doctors are so racist that they'll even kill black babies.
Okay.
Was the way that pretty much everyone ended up reporting on it.
Okay.
Because that's kind of what it sounds like on the face of it. If you have a white doctor, your black infant is more likely to die within the first year. So, kind of understandable why people would end up reporting it as white doctors so racist they'll kill black babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, back in 2022, the data was reviewed again. And the person reviewing the data went, hold on a second, why didn't you account for the one stat that is accounted for every time anyone's looking at these types of data? Because if you do account for birth weight, which again, it's a stat that if you're looking at infant mortality data, you look at birth weight data.
Mm-hmm.
And the researcher that pointed this out went, yeah, if I look at birth weight data from your data set, and I control for that, there's absolutely no difference for a white doctor or black doctor when it comes to a black mother. So why did you leave out that data?
Because it just proves their point.
If we add in that data, we see that there's actually a more troubling aspect that emerges, and it goes the other way.
Okay.
With a 25% increase in infant mortality for white infants.
You know what I fucking hate, Sandra? I'm just tired of the racist bullshit altogether. I'm tired of them trying to correlate, to justify their bigotry by saying, oh, X, Y, Z is because of racism.
Yep. And it got even better because the researcher then looked at additional data from the same area. And he went, so a lot of people could say that that would be a racist outcome, and it is racial hatred. But that wouldn't be accurate, because it turns out that what it is that those doctors were less likely to recommend prenatal care. Which prenatal care? Massive increase in survival rates if a mother receives prenatal care versus if a mother doesn't receive prenatal care. So it wasn't a racial aspect, it was just, yeah, those doctors didn't recommend prenatal care, so prenatal care wasn't followed up on. So it's not racism that caused it, it was a lack of prenatal care was the reason why there was that 25% dip in white mother, or in white infants with black doctors. So he didn't even say, yeah, this is clearly racism in the other direction. He came back and he went, no, this is something that if we don't look at all the data, just like you didn't look at all the data, this could look really bad. But looking at all the data, it turns out that there's something that we need to do a bit better. We need to make sure that these doctors are recommending prenatal care. Because if they recommend prenatal care, then that will massively improve survivability for their patients, which is a damn good thing.
Always, no matter what race they are.
Yep. And that came out in, like I said, 2022. So that was 2 years ago. In the intervening 3 years, because this was a study that was funded by the state of Minnesota,
oh Lord,
was open to freedom of information.
No cryptic.
Hey, cryptic. How goes? So it was open to Freedom of Information Act requests. Someone FOIA'd the communications between the people that did the original study. Want to know what they found out by FOIAing the communications?
They were, let me stab in the dark. They were faking the information.
Yeah, it turns out that they knew everything that came out in that 2022 study review, that they knew that information, and they had chosen to not do that common analysis of birth weight of controlling for birth weight, and to obscure the data about the rest of it. Because they wanted the data to show that there was this lack in care when it came to black mothers from white doctors.
It's like the hoaxes. If you have to fake a hoax, then there aren't hoaxes around. You if you have to fake it, you know what I mean.
If you have to fake a hate crime because there aren't enough hate crimes for you to talk about, that's a really good fucking thing. That's the condition that you want, and that means that there aren't rampant hate crimes. That means that things are rather safe when you have to fake it in order to get the data that you want.
Yes. You know, and if you have to fake, you know, studies to say, oh, well, black mothers die with white doctors, then that is clearly the same thing. It isn't a bad thing. You're trying to you see a mountain and you're trying to tell you see a molehill and you're trying to tell me it's a fucking mountain.
And it's not even you see a molehill and you're trying to tell me it's a mountain, because, like I said, when you do the control for birth weight, there is no difference. So it isn't that they saw a molehill and they're trying to tell you it's a mountain. They're looking at the Great Plains.
They're trying to tell you there's a mountain
there. They're trying to tell you that that is the most dangerous mountain range on Earth.
Oh, God. Have you guys talked about the incident with the Carmelo Anthony and Metcalf?
Yeah.
We haven't yet. But are you talking about when it turned out that a black activist was faking a post from the...
Oh, I wasn't even going to bring that one up. I wasn't going to bring that one up, but you can add that one too. And then there's also the black activist that is faking a recorded interview and saying, "Oh, this is an eyewitness account."
Yep.
Yeah. So again, if you have to fake shit, and look, my point of view is this: he should have never been there. He should have never had the knife, and he should have never pulled the knife. They're trying to turn this kid into this. It's self-defense. But what is he defending himself against? He was in the wrong in this entire situation. He shouldn't have been there. He was asked to leave. He should have just fucking left. Or he could have said, "Hey, it's raining right now. Can I just sit in here until it clears up until something?" He could have been cordial and just asked.
Yep.
Like, "Oh, dude, it's raining. Can I'll just stand right in the corner here. I don't want to get wet before I run or whatever I'm here for." And I'm pretty sure they'd have been like, "All right, sure." But you had to be a dick.
Yep.
Like, make me leave.
There's a activist that decided to fake a post from the local sheriff's department.
Yep. And how he's a white supremacist.
Yep. It was slandering the poor boy that died, saying that he was a known bully, assailant. His brother and him were both known to have attacked people for racial reasons.
A quick interruption. Come to find out that the Carmelo Anthony is a bully.
Yep.
And the girl, they interview one of the students at his school. Yeah, I heard of him before, and it's not good every time I hear about him.
Oh, the one that I found the most interesting was it was interviewing someone from his school, and she said, Well, I'm surprised that he stabbed someone, but I'm not surprised that he attacked someone.
See, and that's the thing. I'm more surprised about the action, not the fact that he attacked somebody. Like,
yeah,
what did that say about you?
It was surprised that it had been a stabbing, not just jumping someone, and that is not a good fucking sign.
Yeah.
If someone hears about you attacking someone with a knife, and they go, "Well, yeah, that he attacked someone, that makes perfect sense. That it was going to happen. Everyone knew it was going to happen. But the fact that he stabbed someone, now that's going a bit far for him. That is not a good response, because that means that people know that you're violent. They're just surprised how violent.
Yep. It's insulting, and I'm tired of people. Oh, he's black, so we need to commodity cover him. You know, we need to treat him like he's a victim. No, he's a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm tired of I'm tired of savage, and I'm tired of words I can't use on memes because I don't want to get the channel nuked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of them. I'm tired of people. You know, because of the color of his skin, he can't learn any better. You know, or he's always going to be a victim. No, he's not. Stop treating him like a child. He's a fucking adult at this point.
Yep.
He had full consciousness of what he was doing. He was just defending himself. Why? Why did he have the knife to begin with? You're on school property.
And to respond to something that Rotten just said, Rotten said that controversial point. I don't care that he had a knife. I don't agree with how he used it, though. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
kind of in that camp, because when it comes to having a knife, I can't really be pissed off at someone else having a knife, because when I go into work, I tend to have several knives on me, because I use knives constantly. When I'm opening boxes of shit, when I'm at work, when I'm cutting open packages of shit that need to be cut open while at work. There's a bunch of different things that I'll use it. Also, just sharpening a pencil. If I happen to have a pencil and its tip goes a bit dull, I prefer knife sharpening to using a hand sharpener. So, I have no problem with someone having a knife. But yeah, it's the fact that his response was, "Hey, you're from a different school. This is our school's tent. You shouldn't be here. Can you leave?" Is to pull out the knife and say, "Fucking make me."
Wait a minute. Frosted says, opening boxes, huh? Do these boxes scream when you open them? Yeah, but see the problem. All right, so if it's a box cutter, the blade is too flimsy and it can't pierce the sternum. There'd be no way.
I use a box cutter. I use a proper fucking knife.
No, I'm talking about the knife that people are saying he had. You know, if he had, again, it couldn't pierce the sternum because the blade isn't designed to do that. It had to be a regular knife. It had to be a knife with enough force and energy to both pierce pierce past the rib cages to get to the heart.
But
so it had to be, huh?
Like I was saying, though, the fact that he had a knife, that is not the disturbing part to me. It's the fact that he had a knife, apparently, to fucking stab someone. That is...
Yes, that's the part that frightens me.
Issue. Just having a knife and using it for normal fucking things. Like, if it was... Oh, yeah. He always had that knife on him. Whenever he was eating fruit, he'd slice up the fruit with the knife. And then that was the knife that he used. Well, that would make more sense, but the way that people are talking about it, it's not that he was known for always being the person with a utility knife to hand. No, it sounds like he went, well, in case I get in a fight, I want to have a knife.
I want to have my shit with me.
And then he made sure that he got in a fight. And he stabbed someone with the knife that he had for seemingly the purpose of stabbing someone. There's, again, like what Rotten said, the fact that he had a knife, that isn't the part that makes me go, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Because that would be fairly hypocritical. Again, when I'm going to work, I have a shit ton of knives on me, typically. I'll have anywhere between, 1 and 7 knives on.
Okay.
So, it would be a bit hypocritical for me to go, oh, why does he have a knife on him when I'm walking into work with 7 knives on me? There's legitimate reasons to have knives. There's illegitimate reasons to have knives. And there's a bunch of things that you don't really need to justify. So, if he had been walking around a normal fucking area with a knife and hadn't attacked anyone, and someone went, well, why the fuck do you have a knife? I'd be perfectly fine if he said, mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, because I want it.
Yeah. It's that it seems as if, given everything that has come out about this kid, that he had a knife because if he got in a fight, he wanted to be able to stab someone rather than having to fight. And the reason why it sounds like this is because no one else was talking about how, oh yeah, that's normal for him to have a knife. So it was something that it sounds like he was hiding. And he absolutely used it as a, I'm in a fight, I'm gonna stab someone. Which is the massive fucking issue with it. So,
I hope they drop him under the jail.
I don't care that he had a knife. I care about how he used the knife. And if it is just that he had a knife because if he got in a fight, he wanted to stab someone, that's fucked up. And yeah, that should matter. But having a knife in general, no, that.
Okay, I hope they put his ass under jail.
I hope the people that are doing the vicious sorts of lies that they've been doing. Because again, they had a person that is an activist, quote unquote, that decided the best way to advocate for what he thinks is going on, which he thinks that it's a innocent black boy is being lynched. The best way to deal with that is he's going to knowingly impersonate local police and slander the person who died.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. And that shit that the kid's family shouldn't have to deal with.
Nope.
He didn't do anything wrong. His twin now has to live with the knowledge. And that's one of the other fucked up things. The twin now knows what he would look like if he was dying.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. That's a whole new level of fucked up.
Yeah. I can't imagine what the hell he's going through and then having his brother's good name dragged through the mud because of some fucking savage.
Yep, and his own name being dragged through the mud because not content with just slandering the dead boy, they're also trying to say that he and his surviving brother jumped the kid, even though no witnesses have stated anything even remotely like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's fucked up on every level of this.
Frosted. Wait, hold on. I read Frost says everyone gets a little stabby sometimes. That's true, but we don't stab people.
Yeah, I have never stabbed someone. I've had a knife pulled on me several times. I have a scar on the inside of my hand that's from trying to deal with someone who said that they were going to stab me. But I haven't stabbed anyone. Despite having 7 knives on me quite often when I'm going into work, I've never been of a mindset that, you know what, I should just fucking stab this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be awfully convenient. Just give this guy a little pokey.
Yeah. To burst the blood balloon.
It's all fucked up.
And again, it's horrific that they're putting the kid's poor family through this shit. Slandering him, slandering his brother, saying that they knew that their sons were racist and attacking people, when none of it's fucking true. There's not a shred of evidence to any of it. It's from one chuckle fuck deciding that the best way to advocate for what they believe they're fighting for was to impersonate the local sheriff's department.
Again, the saying is if you have to fake something, then there's not enough evidence there to support your claim.
Yep. And it just keeps on happening. Thankfully, they're fucking dumb as shit every time that they do it. So it's something that anyone with half a brain looks at and they go, wait, hold on. Why does this sound like exactly the sort of shit police would never fucking write? So people were able to fairly quickly realize that, oh, this is...
And the reason why police would never write this shit.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This was someone doing this. Now what I really hope happens is I hope whoever fakes the police... I think it was Twitter, but it might have been a different social media. Whoever faked the police social media account, I'm really hoping that...
Impersonation of a peace officer?
Yeah, that they get fucked for impersonating law enforcement.
I hope they do too. I hope they get ass raped for it.
That is fucked, and they're doing it to stoke racial hatred. And that's really what this shit does every time. It stokes racial hatred. Which they keep on saying they're against racial hatred. But every fucking time that they do something like this, what it does is it makes it so that more people look at them and look at the groups that they're advocating for and go, oh,
nope,
these people are fucking insane. And they should not be trusted. They shouldn't be treated as if they're part of polite society, because they have made it very clear they have absolutely no interest in being part of polite society.
Agreed.
Well, I'm not sure about you fellas, but I am starting to fade a little bit. So I am going to have to call it.
Okay.
And
Copy
so
that. I'm singing to another stone.
for tomorrow, is that going to be you, Sanguine?
Yes, tomorrow will be me.
Okay. All right. So join us tomorrow when Sanguine will be the host. And you guys have a good night. The zoo is closed.
Have a good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.